Hello, morning. Hope we're all doing well. Happy February to the meditation group, or people who are joining in their own time. How's everyone doing? Maybe put in the chat if you're here. It's nice to know who's around. And yeah, we'll get started in just a minute. We'll let people come in, give them a moment to settle. If you've got your notebooks ready, maybe a drink of something, that would be great. I feel like I'm a bit far away from the computer. Let me just move forward a little bit. Nice. Morning, Shona. Okay, I'll just get started in explaining a bit about the class and then we can get going. So, as always, in meditation, if you haven't done my class before, that's totally okay. We focus on starting the class with some breath work. We'll do some written tasks, we'll meditate, and then we'll reflect at the end. Morning, Harriet. And yeah, that's the kind of structure that we go through. So if you have some paper and a pen to write with, that would be amazing. And yeah, these classes are all recorded, so you can do them in your own time. And today we're going to focus on new beginnings. We're in a new month. There's kind of freshness with February, and things start to pick up again after January. I think January is an interesting time of year, and it can feel like it has a lot of expectations almost with being, it's 2022, I have to do something, it's January, blah. And it can also feel quite sad, it can feel really happy. It's quite a mixed bag and it can feel quite long. Whereas February comes around, it's really short, really quick, and usually has a bit of a burst of new energy. So I like to focus on new beginnings today. February is also my favourite month. It's my birthday. It's like the days are getting longer and brighter, the weather's changing, and yeah, I don't know. I just really like February. Biased. So we're going to start the breath work with a bit of a face massage today. We all love a face massage, and it's just really nice to kind of touch our skin and give back to our muscles a little bit before we start. So we're going to start with our index finger and middle finger on both hands, so your peace fingers. We're just going to go straight for the jaw today, in fact. So give some nice big circles to the jaw. Ooh, mine is very tight. You can close your eyes, you can keep them open. You can put as much pressure as you need in these circles. You can maybe focus more at the back or the front part. Choose where is good for you. We'll go the opposite direction. Lovely. And now you're just going to walk your fingers up your face, and we're going to go to the temples. Oh, this is a nice part. And can also get very tight here. So close to the eyes and the eyebrows. And working the other way, other direction. And then using the index finger, we're going to go in towards the center of the eyes and just gently rub down and out and up. So kind of running down along the eye socket and up. Can be a bit more gentle here. The skin's a bit more sensitive around the lower eye. And then we'll just close our eyes and just tap our fingers like raindrops on our eyelids. Again, being nice and sensitive. Opening the eyes, again, the index finger and the middle finger, we're just going to rub the eyebrows similar and down. So rubbing and down. Nice. And then we're going to use all of our fingers to just rub along the forehead and along the forehead. Can go one after the other. Lovely. And then we're going to use our index fingers and we're going to go from the bottom of the nose up and along the cheekbones. So this kind of part here, it's the line of your sinuses. So we're going to push in towards our nose, the bottom of our nose, and then in and up and along. This is probably the least attractive one. That is fine. You're just looking at me. So pushing in, along, and up. And maybe when we get to the ears, just give a little rub up and down at the ears. So pushing in, along, and up. We'll do it one more time. In, along, and up. Nice. We're going to use our thumbs. We're going to tuck in and up under the chin and run along the inside of the jaw. So in and up and run along the jaw. So it's kind of going on the inside of the jawline. Nice. And then take a moment just to do whatever else you need. You just want to rub, give your face a little tap. Maybe your hair, or your neck, or your shoulders. Just take 30 seconds to do whatever you need. Amazing. So letting that go, maybe rolling the shoulders back, and we're just going to close our eyes wherever we are. You can have your hands open or closed or on the body or in your lap. Have your hands and legs wherever you want them to be. We're just going to close the eyes and settle down for a moment. Lovely. Just taking this moment to notice how you're feeling today, how you're feeling this morning. Maybe how your day's been so far. And noticing how your body's feeling. We've just given some attention to our face, but let's look at the rest of our body and see if we've got any tension or tightness, or if it's feeling good to go. How's your body feeling this morning? Lovely. And then we're going to look a little bit more internally and look at the breath and just where the breath's sitting. Might not have noticed your breath so far this morning, and that's okay. Just letting it be nice and shallow, or not shallow, noticing where it is in the body. So if it feels more shallow, if it feels deeper, or if it feels a bit more staggered, just noticing where it's at first. And then we're going to slowly, over time, let that breath get bigger and bigger. So noticing first. And then on every inhale and exhale, just let that breath get bigger and bigger, just filling more and more of the body over time. Lovely. We're going to take a really deep inhale through the nose and forcefully exhale through the mouth. 2 more times like this, breathing in and out. Breathing in and We could blink our eyes open, coming back to our space. We're going to grab our notebook and our pen, and we're going to start on some written tasks. Lovely. So, like I said at the beginning, we're going to focus on new beginnings. And the first written task that I would like you to respond to is, what new beginnings are happening in your life right now? No matter how big or how small, they could be that we've just entered February, or it could be a bigger thing that's happened in your life right now. So, what new beginnings are happening in your life right now? Lovely. So, taking a moment to finish that off. Lovely. We'll move on to the second one. And if you haven't finished, as always, you can do them in your own time at the end, or you can round up your answer now. So, the second written task, what emotions come up for you as you start something new? So, emotions and feelings come up for you when you start something new. Amazing. So, rounding that one off when you're ready. I always give like roughly 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes per question, depending on time. So, we're going to move on to the third question, which is, how do you deal with fear when trying something new? So, how do you deal with fear when trying something new? Lovely. So, finishing that one off. And we'll move on to the final one. Final question of today. Sorry. So, sometimes new beginnings are energizing and exciting. How do you deal with the drop in energy once things aren't so new anymore? So, usually, when you start something new, it can be exciting and um, it can feel really fresh and like you're ready to go and you have a burst of life and energy. Um, so, how do you deal with the drop in energy once things aren't so new anymore? Lovely. So, taking some time to finish that off. Great. You can pop your pen and paper to the side when you're ready. And we're going to move on to a little bit of breath work, pranayama, which is just a yogic term for breath work. Um, yeah, and we're going to do a thing called alternative nostril breathing, which you both might have done before, I'm not sure. And so you're going to, it uses a hand gesture as well. Just find it, it kind of helps with the focus with the breath, with kind of grounding it in. So you're going to get your hand and you're going to tuck down your index finger and your middle finger, and you're going to tuck under your pinky, under your ring finger. You can use your other hand. I Can now do it with one hand, even though my thumb helps me a little bit. And we're going to use the thumb to block off one nostril and the pinky to block off the other. If you have any sort of nose piercing or issue with your nose, you can block underneath. Totally up to you and your preference. So we're going to take one really big inhale through the nose and one really big exhale just to start. And we're going to block off the thumb and breathe in, hold, release the thumb, breathe out, breathe in, hold, breathe out. That's one round. Much slower than that. And after the first inhale, hold, exhale, you immediately breathe in, hold, exhale. I'll talk you through it. Be totally fine. We'll do it twice, I think. So we're just going to take one nice breath in and breath out the nose. We're going to block off one nostril, breathe in, hold, release the thumb, breathe out, breathing in, hold, release the pinky, breathe out. Round one. Let's breathe in again. Hold, release the thumb, breathe out, breathe in, hold, release the pinky, breathe out. Release the hands, maybe shake it out. And we're going to take another deep breath in through the nose and out the nose. Breathe in and out. You're going to close your eyes and settle down to where you're sitting, where you're at, and we're just going to do a little bit of meditation. During this meditation, I'm just going to talk to you, just to kind of steer your thinking a little bit and let your thinking be a bit more concentrated on what I'm offering. And as always, if any thoughts or feelings pop up, acknowledge them and let them go. We're not in my classes doing the type of meditation where you get frustrated and angry about being distracted or having thoughts pop in. That is totally normal and natural, and it happens to me, it happens to everyone. And I think acknowledging it and letting it go is much more important. It gets you closer and closer to that happening less and less than building up anger and frustration about that happening in the first place. So just settling down, feeling present in this moment, wherever you are, wherever you're sat, with your eyes shut. Maybe take this moment to notice your breath in the body, not forcing it too much, but just noticing, does it move the body? How does it flow? Where is it sat? When we watch our breath during meditation, we tend to notice the out breath coming to an end, a pause, and the beginning of the next breath in. Very similar to the alternative nostril breathing. We have that pause, we have that moment. The pause between each breath is the pause before the next new beginning. Resting in that pause can feel like a neutral space with new possibilities. The breath teaches us that we can't hang on to the out breath, to what has gone. But to instead breathe in newness and to breathe in freshness and possibilities and not holding on to what has happened. So take a moment just to notice your breath again, and maybe noticing your out breath coming to an end, a pause, and the beginning of the next in breath. Maybe with this idea of letting go of what is gone and breathing in some new possibilities. And while you're focusing on that, I'm going to read you a short quote by L.M. Montgomery. Isn't it nice to think that tomorrow is a new day with no mistakes in it yet? Isn't it nice to think that tomorrow is a new day with no mistakes in it yet? Lovely. We're going to bring both our palms together in front of us and we're going to rub them against each other as fast as we can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and place them on top of your closed eyes. And we're going to slowly blink our eyes open underneath our closed hands, just letting a little bit of light come back in. And slowly peeling the hands away, maybe rubbing the face again, maybe under the eyes, the neck, wherever you need. Maybe do a big stretch. Taking in your space, looking around your room, reintroducing it back into your mind. And if you have a window near you, have a look out of the window, noticing this color of the sky, the trees, if you can see any, what kind of nature can you see? Or maybe it's people walking by, or stillness, what can you see? Lovely. And then we're going to grab our notebooks one last time. So grabbing your notebooks and you're going to write down a word, a thought, a feeling of reflection for today. Lovely. And while you're doing that, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to this class. Thank yourself for coming to this class. It's a lovely thing to do on a Monday morning or whenever you're doing it, if you're doing it in your own time. And yeah, so this week I'm away on tour again, but you have a lovely, lovely teacher called Laura Booth for Stretch and Relax. She's a Scottish friend of mine, yoga teacher, meditation teacher, dancer extraordinaire, and she's going to cover Stretch and Relax online for the next 3 weeks. So please book yourself in with her. She's amazing. Oh, thank you, Harriet. And yeah, I will still be teaching meditation, so that will still be available to you online. And yeah, I think that's everything. But if you have anything you want to let me know, or any feedback or thoughts or feelings, feel free to please pass it on. Drop me a comment, email me, message Studio K, whatever it might be. We're always happy to chat. But have a great day, everyone. Have a great week. Book into Laura's Stretch and Relax class, and I'll see you all soon. I'll stick around for another minute or two. Oh, hi, Caroline. No worries at all. I'll see you soon. Thanks, Shauna. Yeah, I hope you all have a great week as well. Oh, great. Okay, I think I might end the class there. But yeah, as always, if you need me, drop me a message. Thanks, everyone. Bye.